What's up, everyone? I hope you all are having a great day. Welcome to Parallel Universe, the show about community-created content such as custom levels, mods, and fan games at a special 7 p.m. Eastern start time. If you're looking for Do All the Things, Shasta and I have switched slots today, so Do All the Things will be on right after Parallel Universe. Anyway, ever since the show became part of Hotfix, I wanted to do a Super Mario 64 episode, and I'm so happy to say it's finally time. You've probably seen Vanilla Mario 64. Most people have, but probably not like this. So I have 2 fan games lined up tonight. The first of which is SM64 Beyond the Cursed Mirror by Andrew SM64. Let's get this started. Take it away.
Awesome. All right. Hi, everyone. My name's Andrew, and today I'm going to be running Super Mario 64 Beyond the Cursed Mirror. So this is a really just amazing Super Mario 64 fan game by Robotronic. I'll say it right now. If any fan game, if any mods of Mario 64 has like shown how far the community has gone in the past 15 years of the community existing, it's this one. This one is insane. Y'all are gonna love it, I hope. So I should be ready whenever. I think I'm all set.
Yeah, you're good to give us a countdown and get going.
All right, let's do it. This run's gonna start off a little. It's gonna be a lot. There's a lot to explain, so apologies for that, but I am ready to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right. Yep, Beyond the Cursed Mirror. So this is basically, it's kind of a spiritual successor to the original Super Mario 64 in a lot of ways, with story-wise, but also like kind of this kind of whole framing of it. So it's going to start off with this kind of cutscene. It's pretty cool. Bunch of lore that we're not really going to get into as much, but this game has some really cool story elements. As a professional writer, shouts to Rationalist for doing the story for this game. Highly recommend checking out this game, but also interacting with the story, which we're not going to be doing as much because we are going to be speedrunning. So the whole framing for this game is going behind the mirror, the cursed mirror in Snowman's Land, in the room where you enter Snowman's Land. But we're actually not even going to be doing that because Robert is very cool, so he added a little speedrun skip right here. And you can just skip the whole minute or 2 of tutorial by just going to the top of the castle like that. So yeah, we're going to be going to course 1 first. This is let's go Red Hot Reservoir. You usually don't see a course 1 in a Super Mario 64 fan game being a lava level, but I guess I want to switch things up a little bit here. We're only going to be getting 1 star here for now. You can see we're supposed to be doing the intro, or we're supposed to be doing kind of the tutorial right now, so all of the credits are still going on in the background. Shouts to all these lovely people for putting this act together. We're just going to be getting 1 star here for now, just because this game has a quick warp system. And we are going to want to quick warp to the stage later. So we're just going to do that for now. And this game's going to have a very interesting route. So if you know the lobby BLJ, LBLJ from the original game, this is kind of like that. We're going to Bowser 1 as the first stage in the game. So this BLJ is a little tough. Let me see if I can get it. Hopefully. Oh, wow, that was perfect. Nice. Awesome, cool. All right, so we're just doing that to go straight to B1. I did some pause buffering there to like tell when my speed was good enough to launch. Basically, you can't really tell because that wall's in the way, so I had to do a couple pauses to see the exact frames I was going to launch. So yeah, this is Bowser 1. Bowser's little truck fleet here. I believe it's called Bowser on the Highway. It's in the middle. Yeah, we're going to be getting the red coins here real quick. There we go. Do not want to die in this level, because if we do, then we have to redo the BLJ, which would not be fun. First try there is really awesome. That can usually take a little bit. The beginning of this run is known for a lot of really, really hard skips. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get... Oh, wait, I might be a little silly. I might be a little dumb. So my health there was not enough to get all the way back. So we're going to have to do the BLJ again, unfortunately. Marathon luck, you know how it is.
Wouldn't be a hotfix run. Not
Absolutely. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Might not be enough speed. Oh, it was. Nice. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Alright. Oh, well, it happens, you know. We run back. We make it work. Yeah, just gonna do this movement again. Yeah, you want to have 2 health for that, or two lava bounces worth of health. But unfortunately, I just did not have enough due to taking too many lava bounces earlier. Should have realized that. Unfortunate, but what are you gonna do?
And just immediately, I love how unique this level is compared to vanilla SM64.
It's if you like played only Mario 64 and then you play this, you're like, okay, what is happening here? it's quite the leap, quite the jump. Yeah. All right, now I got enough health. I should have grabbed that one up there when I realized, but I just didn't realize, which was my fault completely. GDQ luck, as they say. Yeah, gonna be getting this first start here, and that's gonna lead us into the first boss of the game. The big man himself, Bowser. Gonna be driving this truck into the pit right here, to Bowser's lava pit. Yeah, it's a really cool fight right here. Basically, the premise of it is we're just climbing up and raising the lava levels to ultimately drown Bowser in the lava at the end. So yeah, this fight usually isn't that hard, but so this game has a level system where basically if you get enough coins and stars, then you're able to level up Mario. And leveling up adds to your health bar at the bottom left, and also the mana bar, which is the blue bar under it. It also leads to more bad slots, which we'll get to later. Oh my goodness. Come on, this is unfortunate. Gotta love that marathon luck. It's all good. We run back real quick. Not too bad of a time loss.
Yeah, it happens. You got this.
It happens. Yeah. Just gonna go through that again. Gonna be skipping most of the text. Game has a pretty cool text engine as well. Like you wouldn't see text like this in the original pretty much ever. But yeah, as I was saying, this game has a level up system where, yeah, that's your mana, it adds to your max health, and it adds to how many badges you can equip, which we'll get to the badges later. Set it up right there. Yeah, usually this fight isn't that bad, because at this point in the game, because I got here so early, you would normally have more health than I do right now, so because of that, some little mistakes at the end. But no worries. Yeah, normally you would have much more health. Those green coins right there aren't in the original game. Basically, they heal half of your health. So however much health you have, it heals half of it. Pretty much. Alright, just gonna be dodging this. Should be like one more. Alright, cool. One, two, three, and that's the fight. So, yeah. Bowser's crying a little bit. And here's the little plot twist of the game. So if you saw the tutorial, if we actually did the tutorial, you would have seen this guy. This is the showrunner. And they make it clear pretty quick. So this is the bad guy of the game. This is the actual villain. He's pretty much recording a show. So we're on his TV show, on his like movie set right now. That's what this overworld is. And that whole fight was just for a movie. So
but I'm the showrunner. This is my show. This guy's stealing my vibe. What the heck?
Right here, we're gonna overlap we're gonna level up as we enter there, so kind of overlap the animations right here. And now we're in one of my favorite levels, Course 5. This is Virtualplex. I'm gonna be going for a pretty tough BLJ. I'll go for it a couple times, but it is really, really hard, so. Really finicky as well. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Oh, that might be good. Nice, perfect. Okay. Awesome,
oh, wow.
Awesome.
Well done.
Awesome. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen runs of the original game, which I'm sure you have, a backwards long jump is basically, there's no cap on Mario's backward speed. So if you're able to long jump backwards, sometimes on stairs, steep slopes, or even like on like a ceiling, like an exposed ceiling like that, then you'll gain backward speed very, very fast, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So we're coming here for one main reason. We just got that star so we can quick warp here later. And also because it's a hard star, so we want to get out of the way. We came here for pretty much lore. So this is the executive. This is the next kind of boss of the game. We're pretty much getting a ton of the lore stuff out of the way, a ton of like the main bosses. This guy runs the show. And we must defeat him. I don't actually like know that there's so much text in this game. I don't like fully know the story. There's so much. As I said, professional writing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we want to avoid those. Cool. Yeah, we just want to hit as 4 weak points. Usually this fight isn't that bad, but sometimes these rockets can be a bit of an issue. Just do text a little bit. Alright, 3. Sometimes you just get unlucky and you just land right where a rocket's coming. Alright, there we go. Cool. You might see with those moving platforms, this game kind of has an inertia system, so if you just jump on one of those, then you'll get launched super far. That also works upwards in like any direction, really. But the caveat to that is that if you jump on the first frame possible on that, then it doesn't give you inertia. So sometimes if you need inertia, you gotta like make sure to do a late jump, etc. Or if you don't want inertia, then you gotta do an early jump. Oh my goodness. The way this guy falls is actually completely random. I've never had it fall the same time, like the same direction more than once. I'm not entirely sure why. So yeah, we're getting our first one of these black stars here. They're called cosmic seeds. Basically, they're functionally the same as stars, but they're mostly given, at least at the beginning of the game, they're given for more lore areas, for more for beating bosses and stuff like that. And you're going to need 6 of them to get to the 3rd overworld, where you need 50 of the normal stars. All right. We're going to go get the next switch. We're pretty much trying to get all the switches out of the way right now. This level right here is Sloppy Shale Sewers. We're not going to be getting any stars here, but we'll just get the switch that we need. There's a hint somewhere that just says like, oh, check the spooky bookshelf in the I don't know. Yeah, you gotta check there. I don't actually remember where that hint is, but I remember that taking a while for me to find casually. Oops. Whoop. There, yeah, there is a right point star here, but it is a bit slow, so we're just gonna be skipping through that. And all right, I believe that grabbed. So yeah, you can exit course as you land on a switch like that, and it'll still mark it as you hit the switch. I did hit that very early, so I'm like slightly concerned that didn't work, but I'm pretty sure it did. Hopefully it did. So yeah, now we're just gonna go over here. And now Bowser is like reluctantly helping us because we both want to defeat the showrunner or whatever. So he gives us this lens right here, which is gonna help us get to the 2nd overworld of the game. You might be seeing a theme. We're trying to get all like the switches as fast as we can, because they'll be helpful later on. And we're also trying to get some badges. And the best way to do that at this point is to go into kind of late overworld 2, which normally requires 30 stars. So you might see we only have 4, like normal stars. So we're gonna do something a little silly. We're gonna do a frame perfect wrong warp strat, which hopefully goes well, because if you fail it, you do lose like 30 seconds or so. So this could definitely spiral out of control if you're not careful, but we'll give it a try. Hopefully we can get it relatively quickly. I'll explain how it works after. All right. I think that was a frame late, but it could still work. Sometimes it's weird. Oh wow, that actually worked. Oh my goodness. That actually worked. I'm very, very happy about that. Cool.
Watch.
All right, so basically how that works. So this game has mini games, right? That's a whole mini game zone right there. What we did is we bought one of the mini games, in particular Hexagon Heat. And because there's another version of Hexagon Heat in this level that we're not actually going to be doing, because there's another version of it, it thinks you're in this level, and dying on that specific frame dying on that specific frame makes it so I guess the game thinks that you're in this level. I'll be honest, no clue how it works. Shoutouts to Jarp. Jarp is the main person who's kind of routed and revolutionized this game. He found that strat somehow, just messing around, I guess. It's very hard to like find strats like that in this game, so Jarp did a fantastic job with that. Yeah, I couldn't explain that super well if I tried, so I'll leave it to the experts.
I love when fan games are developed to the point of having wrong warps and such. That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely no clue how it works, but you know, it's cool. So what we did there is we got two main things. The first thing we got is the greed badge, which as you can see, grabbing these coins right here, it actually doubles however many coins you get at the cost of your mana. You might see the mana kind of draining at the bottom. So I just grab 5 coins, I get 10, etc. And that's going to be so useful for 100 coin stars later on. So yeah, and now since we got a star in that level, we can just quick warp to it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we got that, and we also got, I do not have enough coins, that's fine. I would normally like more coins, but I can work without it. Because we normally want to grab it. This guy won't let us in this pipe, so let's just BLJ on him, why not? Oh no, I missed. My angle's off a little bit. Fine, you win. I guess I won't BLJ on you. No, I'm just kidding, I'll do it again. There we go, nice. That's my favorite strat in the game. You just BLJ on the guy that's trying to make it so he can't get into the pipe. So yeah, what we were doing there, the switch we got was the Vanettle switch, which is vanish/metal. It's pretty much a cap that allows you to use the capabilities of the vanish cap in the original game as well as the metal cap. So it's just a combination of those two caps. All right, I'm coming up to the last switch of the game in this level, which is my favorite power-up in the game. Be careful here. Hands are shaking a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so this is the rocket wing, which is basically the wing cap, but even better because you have a boost, which is pretty awesome. And you can also initiate it just from a dive as opposed to a triple jump in the original game. This one is just so fun to mess around with. Obviously, you kind of need to maintain your stamina at the bottom.
This looks really funny, but in like the coolest possible way.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so cool. This and one other power-up we'll get to later are my two favorites, my two favorite custom power-ups in this game. Oh, whee! Mario is a glider. It's so fun to mess around with. Yeah, and this will be useful for some stars later on, but also you need this switch to beat the final boss because it's actually used in the final boss, which we'll get to later. All right. Yeah, and with that, now we have the coins I kind of wanted. Normally you would want 85 by the time we got in here, but since I died a couple times, we unfortunately did not have those coins. But now we can go over here to get the most useful badge in the game, which is the fast foot badge. There we go. Let's equip it real quick. Nice. And I'm sure you can see why this is useful. If you want to go fast, then just put on the Sonic shoes, then you're good.
But why ever would I want to run fast in my speedrunner?
What? I want to go slow. Alright, just grab that. So yeah, now we kind of see the combination of the fast foot and the greed badge in action. This is what a lot of the run is going to look like from now on. Gotcha.
I was just about to say, it looks like the movement has really opened up now that you have both of those.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah, I have enough. You want to grab like some of those coins there, but it's kind of hard to tell with the cycles. And yeah, it's so powerful because you just get blue coin switch and cool, I just got 40 coins super fast. It makes it so, like in the original game, a lot of the 100 coin stars are like super slow that you wouldn't do in 70 star. But so many of them in this game are just so fast that you'll want to get them in this category. I should also mention 72 star is the any percent kind of intended star counts category. Usually Mario 64 fan games and mods are kind of split into like an any percent, which is like kind of a 0 star in the original game. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's fine. Okay, nice. The old womp fight where we try to stay on the platform. Normally, you just want to be like floating around. But yeah, usually it's split into any percent intended star count, which is kind of like 70 star in the original game. That's pretty much what this category is. And then kind of 100%, 120 star equivalent, basically. Let's upgrade. We want to make sure we're all upgraded throughout the run. So yeah, I'm silly. I'm not supposed to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on so many things. 10. Yep, we're going back to Blueberg for a couple more stars. Oops. All right, yeah, we're going to be getting a coin star. So I'm trying to explain everything, but there's so much. There's so much to get to in this game.
Hammer Bros. Just really hard sometimes too.
For sure. Yeah, so we're back in Blueberg. This kind of like city level to get some quick stars, but also because there's one more kind of lore area. Seeing the showrunner the last time before we defeat him later, which will be very far into the run. Yeah, there's so much to keep track of. I would say this run is a lot more complicated than your average Mario 64 fan game run, where there's just so many like RPG elements to like keep track of and stuff like that, where you have to like memorize so much more. Normally with these kind of games, you just kind of memorize the movement and you're like, okay, let's just do the movement. There we go, 100 coins. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of my fair share of Mario 64 mods, but this one is certainly more complicated than those.
Yeah, can we get up, please? Awesome, thank you. Yeah, there's no collision at the bottom there, so you can just kind of clip through it. All right, cool. Not bad, not bad. I can't spoil the plot. There's so much. Yeah, you'll see just how much lore there is on the next Stardew. Actually, not the next star, but the star after that.
I love the presentation of this game.
It really is a beautiful, beautiful hack. We have a vote usually for like the best fan games of each year, and this one in 2023, and it also won best visuals. I believe it won best. I'm pretty sure it did.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it really is a beautiful, beautiful hack. It's such a good one too. But yeah, we can kind of see the Vanished Metal hybrid cap in full force right here. We can go through these grates right here, but we can also lava bounce without taking damage. This is something I kind of don't see in the original either, where like they coded in that like you could bounce on lava with the metal cap and not take damage, but they didn't put it in like Lethal Lava Land or something, which is interesting. And so many mods utilize it. It's such a common thing you see that you almost forget that it's just not a thing in the original. Oh yeah, that's actually another cool thing I should mention. Those enemies right there are called motos, and basically they're a beta enemy that was gonna be in Lethal Lava Land in the original game, and they are in the source codes of Super Mario 64, but they were just never used. So once there was the big Giga leak, a bunch of modders just started like putting it into the game. So now there's a bunch of mods and fan games that have them, which is pretty funny. So yeah, now we're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I guess. Who Wants to Be a 100-air, I believe it's called, with our two friends right here. The showrunner is kind of quizzing us. It's mostly just matching through text. It is actually giving us quiz questions at this time, but apparently just spamming and doing option A for each of them is actually fastest, so I don't actually have to make sure I'm choosing the right one each time. I can just spam the text and then we're good. Oh, whoopsies. Uh-oh. This fight is normally pretty easy, but sometimes these Cosmic Marios. There we go. There we go. Just smash through the text a little bit. And we're coming here to get the key to Course 11, which we'll be going to next. Lots and lots of lore. Lots and lots of text that we want to get through. There. Little animation overlap here. We get the key and also the Cosmic Seeds. As I said, we want to be getting these Cosmic Seeds throughout. Usually there's one in each level. We're not going to be getting all of them, but we want to get at least 6 before we go to the end of the game. Yeah. Coming over to Course 11, Simple Starfare. Right before that, we're going to be getting another badge. It's pretty useful. Fall Damage Badge. Pretty much just mitigates all fall damage. and it takes mana in return.
Oh, I can see how that would be useful.
Yeah, it's definitely useful. Like, not just because like we don't have to like avoid fall damage, but it also can just like be faster for keeping momentum. For example, like we're utilizing like the fast foot here to go super fast, but then we can just keep the movement going without taking fall damage. Gonna be getting 2 more badges here. The last 2 we need in the game. It is the Boss Slayer badge and the Fins badge. So the Boss Slayer, it makes it so when you kill a boss in the first 10 levels of the game, like when we're going to be doing 3 of those, I believe. We're going to be doing 3 of those, and it basically just cuts their health in half, so it makes it so you beat them a lot faster, which is obviously very, very fast. And then the Fins badge makes it so you swim faster. So I'm trying to explain so much and stumbling a little bit, but no worries at all. But yeah, so we're going to be...
You're doing a great job.
There's so much in this game. There's so much to get through. now that we got through all like the big strats, it's gonna slow down a little bit, which is nice. A little relaxing. We're gonna be doing a funny little strat here. Normally a star like this, a red coin star, would take you out of the level, but you see these cones right here? This is another one of my favorite strats in the game. Kick. Grab the star, kick the cone. And that makes you stay in the level. So those cones have a pretty robust physics engine, basically, where it'll cancel any animation you're going through at the time. And that includes star grab animations and star dance animations. So if you get hit by one of those cones, then you just cancel the star dance and you stay in the level, which is much faster because you don't have to re-enter. And let's get it. Yeah, much faster because you don't have to re-enter the level, and yeah, you don't have to have the star dance animation, which takes a second usually. But yeah, it makes it nice for routing because you're just also doing the 100 coin star at the same time. So we just got 3 stars in one go, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna upgrade again and go back. Yeah, it's one of my favorite strats in the game. It's really, really fun. We're getting 1 more star here as well. Pretty much exactly where we just were. The star is going to be using another mechanic that's kind of useful in the original game. It's not really as useful, but it's something that's present in the original game with fly guys and spin drifts, where you like usually if you stomp on one of them, you'll have that kind of slow falling animation. Is my controller disconnecting? No, that's good. Okay, no, I think I just didn't recognize that. That's probably fine. Yeah, so these balloon objects pretty much use like fly guy behavior and stuff like that. But if you go into one of them with a bunch of speed and you don't hold any direction, then you keep that speed, and that allows us to get all the way over there to this star, which normally requires a pretty long auto-scroller of being on that Ferris wheel right there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool strat. Saves a bit of time.
So many speedrunning hallmarks. Skipping auto-scrollers during rung words.
Yeah, for sure. We only have 3 slots right now, so we have to replace the fall damage one with the Boss Slayer, because that's going to be useful here. There's a cat. That was not fast, by the way. That was not fast. I just want to show it.
No, I'm glad you did. It surprised me.
There's this cat up there. Why not? Can't really complain. Yeah, anyways. So this is the Phantom Strider. This is another really cool level. It's pretty much a ghost ship level. Something funny about this one, so at the beginning of the run, we changed some settings while grabbing a wallet with the overlap of the animations. And basically one setting I turned off is called camera wobble. Oh, I was not supposed to do that. Did not want to fall there. That's all right. That's Maxwell. Yeah, so... What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So normally this level is pretty much... The camera is like acting like you're on a ship that's like rocking back and forth. So the camera is literally just rocking back and forth. And like that's cool, like in theory. But also it was giving me motion sickness. Like unironically, like I just like could not play the level for longer than like a couple minutes without like just feeling violently sick. So I turned it off. Okay,
thank you for turning that off, because I would definitely have the same issue.
I get pretty like car sick and stuff easily, so like it might just be that for me, but
me too. Also, it's a miracle I can speedrun Monkey Ball.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that was one thing I turned off, and also another thing I turned off is camera collision, because usually the camera is not supposed to like flip through walls. The camera usually is able to, like, it kind of gets caught on walls, which is, it's cool for some people like it, some people don't. I don't prefer it, so I usually just turn that off. And it works out because you can overlap it with the wallet and the level up as well earlier. But yeah, 2 more stars here. Walk the ghostly planks. Starts pretty simple. You're just kind of, the planks are showing up as you go. And then the star up here, which is a bit of a auto scroller. It's all right. We can skip kind of the ending a little bit.
I'm going to take this time to just say that if y'all want to keep up with GDQ Hotfix, you know, I was talking as I introed the show about how Parallel Universe and Do All the Things have swapped places today. But like, if you want to keep up with Hotfix goings on, such as that, head over to games.click.com/hotfix. You can get more info on our weekly shows, weekend specials, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. Level up again real quick. Never mind, I cannot do that. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Thought I could for a second, but I didn't quite have the coins I needed. One more star here, where we are going to be walking the plank. Except not really. There's a hint in the game that says, like, walk the plank. And I always thought, playing casually, like, oh, so I obviously have to jump off the plank, right? No, it just wants you to, like, stay at the... It doesn't want you to, like, walk the plank fully. It doesn't want you to, like, commit. You just have to, like, be at the end of the plank. So that confused me a little bit. But that allows for this boss right here, which is the ghostly ship. This should be fine to get the quick kill. Nice. So you need to hit it 3 times. That ship's collision's a little weird, so you kind of be inside it for a little bit. Because we have the Boss Slayer badge, we're able to kill it in 3 hits instead of 6. And it also does take a bit to spawn the star, so we overlap that with coming over here to get this wallet.
Oh, that's clever. What am I trying to say? Clever level design. I like that they can go back there.
Yeah, for sure. Is that the back of the ship right there? All right, there we go. So now we are done with this course. We're going to go back to course 1, where we got the star earlier, so we could quick warp there. And now that we have a bunch of badges that we want, and now that we have the shell, we're able to get a bunch more stars here. Pretty quick coin star. There we go. Yeah, you can just see how fast these coin stars are. Like, I'm already at 94 coins, despite like just starting it. Greed badge really is just that overpowered. Another funny thing with that is if you get all the wallets in this game, obviously the wallets, I don't know if I mentioned this, but they increase your kind of coin total that you can have. If you get all the wallets in the game and you have the greed badge, then it quadruples your coin count whenever you get any coins. So coin grinding is so much easier. And you're going to need coin grinding a bit in this game to get all the badges, and also to get all the... there we go, level up. And also to get all the mini-games, which... Hopefully, if I have time at the end, I might show off one of the mini games. The wrong way. That was whoopsie daisy. There we go. We're gonna get this shell here. Yeah, hopefully, if I have time, I can show off one of the mini games later. Could be fun. Could be fun. There are a bunch of them though. A bunch of really, really cool ones. All right, we're gonna be getting this quick shell star right here. Get all the rings. This game has a couple of these stars where it's just like go through all the rings before the time runs out. It's a fun time to mention. This game also has a mini-map where you press L to activate or deactivate the mini-map at the bottom left, or at the bottom right, rather. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a cool... It's usually not, like, super useful, but, you know, it's a cool thing to have. It's cool that they modeled that out for, like, every stage in the game. Just cool, small things like that. They're really nice. Also holding a crowbar, but we'll see more of later. That's a fun little power-up. Time drink challenge. 2 quick stars here. This one's pretty fun. Something fun about the original game as well. If you do like a slide kick like that, then you can actually like bounce on lava and not get hit for at least the first bounce, and then for the second bounce, it'll be like, oh yeah, you're on lava. Interesting. Yeah, it's probably hit you. Oops. Got all those, nice. These cycles are a little hard to get used to sometimes. I did not get that. That's okay though. Nice, not bad.
That would have taken me so long.
I'd say if you've beaten the original game, I wouldn't say the tech's like beginner friendly, as I say. Like I wouldn't recommend it as like a first fan game to play, but there are definitely some better beginner ones to start with. But if you've beaten the original game, you can kind of get pretty far into this one. It does get a little hard at the end, so.
It's certainly more difficult from my perspective, but I know that there are much more difficult Mario 64 mods out there.
You will absolutely see in the next run. Shout out to my good friend Bigfoot. He's going to be running Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition right after, which is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun one. Do not miss out on that if you want to see what Super Mario 64 Kaizo has to offer.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one too.
Very, very excited. Yep. All right, that was course 1. We're going to be going to course 2. This route's a little funny because we did the kind of later stages in this game a little bit already. Now we're doing course 1 and course 2. So yeah, so this is Lonely Floating Farm. This is a fun one, pretty chill. The star here is funny. So normally, if you saw that little like horse and carriage right there, you're normally supposed to just ride it and get all these rings. But you can do it without. It's just very hard because this is slow sands and you do not want to get like too caught up in it. You kind of want to keep some momentum. There we go. Cool. Because if you miss that 5th one right there, if you like don't have enough speed to grab it, then you have to go all the way around again. You might not have time for that. It's a finicky star. Very, very finicky star. There we go. Couple pretty simple ones here. Actually, this one I'm going to do right here is, at least this ending is anything but simple. So we're going to be doing 100 coins real quick. Oh, shoot. I always forget right there. I have to re-equip on the fall damage badge. I always forget to do that. But I'll do it after the start. Yep, just getting a bunch of coins. So normally this ending right over here, there's a star up here with a pig, pretty much. And this pig is not very happy. He will not let you get the star that he's protecting until you bring him some music box, which is supposed to lull him to sleep. It's a pretty funny star. I don't think we're gonna do that. We're gonna need to. So I'm gonna try to do something a little silly here. That's it. That's all right. You definitely have some room for a couple tries here. Oh my goodness. Do not. I'm stuck. Get me out. Okay. Might take a try or two because this is a pretty precise jump. There we go. Nice. So you can grab the star, but the pig will still get you. But either way, you already got the star, so you can just stay in the level, even though you already got that star. That's a pretty fun skip. That's another one of my favorites. There's a lot of those in this game, like kind of like animation interruptions where you can like stay in the level despite. I'm gonna take ball damage here, but it should be fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, I wanted to a couple ball damage badge, but that's all right. Yeah, that's a pretty fun one. Let's be sure to equip the badge again. Now, as I said, since we've been leveling up a bunch, we have more badge slots, so I can just re-equip it without having to unequip something else.
At asking if that pig is a modified bully.
Oh yeah. So a lot of these enemies are actually just completely custom. Like we know with the decomp, like we have the source code of the original game, but even with that, the creators tend to just make like custom enemies like that. So there are just so many custom enemies like that don't even take behavior from the original. They just write completely new behavior, which is really, really cool. This is something that was pretty much unheard of even 3 years ago, honestly.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It really, the Mario 64 fan gaming community has come a long, long way ever since the decomp came out and other stuff, you know, the Giga Leak and stuff like that. It's been a wild ride to be in the community the past few years. It's been pretty awesome. Yeah, quick star on the roof, and then the star right here, which is kill all the piranha plants and get rid of all the weeds. Funny thing about this star is all the piranha spawns are random, so I can't really like practice like the routing for the star because they're just in different spots every time. So I kind of just have to wing it, which is a little silly sometimes, but that wasn't too bad. All right, not bad at all. All right, and that's it for course 2. We're gonna warp back to this level, which you saw at the beginning, Brickfieldplex. Just getting a couple extra stars here that we didn't get earlier. A lot of backtracking that we're just gonna be doing just because now we have all the good badges, all the good switches and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm so fast. There we go. Yep, so quick 100 coin start here. This one could be a little scary. It's kind of hard to move fast in this one. The green coins, so they pretty much heal half of your health bar. So no matter how much health you have from leveling up, it'll heal half of it. There we go. These enemies are fun. They just latch onto you and you can only get rid of it by ground pounding. There you go. Is there any music made for mods like this? Good question. Yeah, I should have mentioned this. So this hack has pretty much like 90% of the songs in this hack are original compositions. Shouts to SPK and Thorndust. They're both incredibly talented composers. Bunch of really cool musical stuff in this game, lay motifs, etc. I'm not a music theory guy, but it's all really, really cool. There are a couple songs you might recognize, like, for example, I'll be going to a level in a minute or two where you will recognize the music, but most of the music is completely original, which is awesome, which is really, really cool. That's something that's pretty rare in Mario 64 fan games. Usually you'll see remixes of songs from other games, which is also really, really cool to hear them in the Mario 64 sound font. This is one of my favorites as well. Yeah, we're just waiting for this train right here. Because we got a stop, and the stop is above the train. So remember how I was talking about inertia earlier? This is another pretty fun strat. 1, 2, 3, woo! Nice. Yep, so you can carry the inertia from that train right there to get a bunch of speed on that triple jump, and that allows us to jump all the way up here.
Oh, that's smart. I love that.
It's really, really cool. Should be able to level up again, I think. There we go, nice. Cool. Alright, yep, one more star here. Going back over to kind of the executives area. I'm not going to go all the way up. Definitely see why it won best visuals, and I think it won best music as well. This really is. It's one of my favorite hacks. I would argue it's one of the best Mario 64 fan games ever made. There are a bunch more fantastic ones that I couldn't recommend enough. If you ever want some recommendations for Mario 64 mods, fan games, etc., to get started or anything, please let me know.
I definitely myself am considering. I think we should definitely have another episode of this in maybe a few months or something. Because I know there's so much good stuff from Mario 64 out there.
Mario 64 fan game community and speedrunning community. I'd say there's over 2,000. I believe on our website there's over 2,000 mods in fan games, which is pretty crazy numbers.
I believe this was around when you were telling me when a good time for a break would be.
Yeah, we can do it right now. Perfect.
Cool. Yeah, so we are going to take a quick wellness break. Do not go away. In the meantime, if you've missed anything so far, maybe you're getting in midway through this run, or if you've missed any of the other Hotfix stuff lately, you can check out the VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. During this break, go make sure you're subscribed. It's also a great time to get some water or something. We will be right back in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to Parallel Universe on GDQ Hotfix. We are in the middle of an SM64 Beyond the Cursed Mirror run by Andrew SM64. And before we get back to that, just a quick reminder that Do All the Things will be right after Parallel Universe today. Shasta and I switch time slots, so stick around for that right after. But with that said, Andrew, let's get back into it. The floor is yours.
All right, let's do it. So let's start back in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right, next level up, Jurassic Savannah. We're only going to be getting 2 stars here. Normally this is a pretty slow level. Just going to grab Yoshi. Why not? There's Yoshi, obviously. Why not? At this point, anything can happen. There's just Yoshi. There's Bestie. Good buddy.
That's true.
Yeah. That's useful for a couple stars, but none we're going to be getting now. We're getting these 2 because it's much faster with the Rocket Wing. Now that we have the Rocket Wing, we pretty much skip 2 entire stars, which is pretty cool. Top of the mountain right there. 1. And pretty much similar thing. Just gonna be flying to another star. Pretty easy to cheese. And yeah, this is normally an auto scroller, but I'm not doing that. We're fine. There we go. We were in there pretty quick. I wish I could be in that level longer because it really is a fun one, but alas. All right. And we're going to be going back to course 9, funnily enough. This is what I was talking about when I was saying there are some songs you might recognize. This is obviously New Super Mario Bros. Castle theme. But I would say, yeah, a good 90% of this mod's soundtrack is fully custom, which is awesome. It's really, really cool.
Just adding to the presentation even more. It's so cool.
For sure.
This
really
is exactly
impressive.
why this show exists, is because I know that people have put so much time and passion into these respective mods and fan games, and they so rarely get a platform to be showcased. So I wanted to fix that.
Absolutely, and we do appreciate it for sure. I believe this mod was in development for over 3 years, so it's pretty big one. Pretty big one. Yeah, shout out to SBK in the chat doing the music. Big shout-outs. So yeah, we could have done that star earlier, but the reason we do it now is for the quick warps for overworld movement. It allows us to get to overworld 2 faster, which means we can go to this level. One of my favorites as well, Cowboy Canyon. Pretty fun one. And you'll see why I love it so much in a second. We're gonna be hitching a ride on this. Gonna be doing the 100-point star pretty quick. Excuse me, sir. Shooting at us. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, as they say. So we have this little power-up right here, which is the Bullet Bill Mask. This and the Rocket Wing are my 2 favorite power-ups, I think. They're just really, really cool. So basically you just hold A and you're able to just glide for a little bit. Glide in midair until it runs out of juice. It makes the movement really, really cool. Absolutely agree. If you want to check these out, go to romhacking.com or sm64romhacks.com. I'll say it again at the end, but yeah, those are our 2 main sites pretty much for all things Super Mario 64 modding, all things fan game, etc. So yeah.
You love to see good resources.
Absolutely. Big shout out to everyone who's worked on those websites. They're truly, truly incredible resources. Yeah, we're going to be going into this cave right here. The funny thing is, you can pair the 100-point star with either one of these stars, and they pretty much are the exact same time. Like, there's no time difference between if you pair it with this star or you pair it with the other star. Oh my goodness. Luckily, this game's nice, so you kind of get some instant retries. You just lose a bit of health. But yeah, you can pair it with either one. I just prefer doing it with the other one because I think it's easier. Movement in here can be a little weird sometimes. But you can get some cool uses out of the Bullet Bill Mask. Big Bill. And we see Hot Rope Jump right there. That's another one of the mini games where in the full 100% run, you have to do that mini game in this level, but also in the mini game zone to get 2 separate stars, and it takes forever. it really is long. They're fun, you know. It's Hot Rope Jump. It's Mario Party, you know. Like you can't really go wrong with it, but also you can when like you're an hour into the run. You're like, okay, I just want to do the fun movement. I have to jump. I have to do jump rope for like 5 minutes.
And then you get nervous and you mess it up.
Yeah, exactly. There's that, and there's also on Hexagon Heat, which you saw earlier with the warp, the wrong warp. Oh, no, that was not good. Something with the fast foot is it can be kind of hard to control sometimes. I feel like I've gotten much better at it, but sometimes you just kind of slip because you go slightly too far to the left or something. But yeah, I was trying to avoid these rolling rocks. Oh my goodness, that was a pretty bad pattern. This wasn't really avoiding that. Yeah, watch for rolling rocks, not in 0.5 A presses.
That video is accidentally the namesake of the show. I'm not even kidding.
Is that parallel universe? Yeah, right.
I suggested it as a joke, but then everyone was like, actually, that's a good name for this. And I'm like, you're kind of right.
It really is. I mean, parallel universe. Perfect.
Because it's fan games. It's, you don't normally see these games like this. It works.
Yes, it's a parallel universe to the originals. Oh no, we fell. Just kidding. Another quick boss star we need to do for Cosmic Seed. My goodness. This is probably the easiest boss. It's really just not that bad, but sometimes you can get get a little unlucky. I think I'm getting hit. Yeah. Yeah, pretty easy one. And it's obviously cut in half because we have the badge, which is pretty cool. There, that was course 6, Cowboy Canyon. Pretty cool level, pretty cool. Alright, going over here. Got the minigame zone there. Again, we'll show that later. A little bit, at least. Alright. Another really cool one, Immense Residence. It's a big house. This is a pretty cool and inventive level, I think. I really, really like the theme. The theme of just big house. There are a lot of mods that do this kind of theme, but this one does it pretty well, I'd say. Let's get up.
Yeah, it's absolutely a classic.
Very nice song too. I like this one. There, we are just collecting cheese for our good friends the mice. I believe I got all 5. I don't know which one I would have forgotten. For some reason, I feel like I didn't. Okay, I did. Cool. These mice have some interesting text. You got to play it to see it yourself.
I was just gonna say I need to play this because there's so much going on with all like the text and the lore and everything. And I feel like I need to learn about it.
yeah. There's just so much. I couldn't get started to explain it.
Well, that's why you all should play this for yourself.
Absolutely. It's a great one. Alright, gonna be doing 100 coins real quick. Threads. The quest for cheese. That's real. Aren't we all?
Being a Midwesterner, absolutely.
Just gonna put Coinstar out. This wallet right here really isn't needed. At this point in the run, we kind of have like all the coins we need, all the wallets we need. But it is useful if you want to level up like one extra time just for safety. So I usually go for it just because, not the final boss, but the boss right before it is really, really hard and you want all the health you can get. So I do it for safety, especially in a marathon setting. It would just make sense. Go through the couches real quick. Awesome.
Also, just a quick reminder for those of you watching on Twitch that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix. So, if you enjoy watching speedruns, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can get access to our emotes and chat with other subscribers during our replays.
Absolutely.
And if you're not watching on Twitch, that means you're on YouTube, so thank you for checking out the VOD.
Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, so this boss is the worst in the game. It's just lame, but also like it can kind of screw you over. Basically, this vacuum is like not constantly, but like it sometimes sucks you in, and sometimes if it touches you, it'll instantly kill you, and sometimes it won't. It's just random. I feel like. No, it's got exactly like if it's sucking you in, then you just really can't do anything. Oh my god. I do not like this boss. It's not very fun at all. Get away from me, please. Okay, there we go. Should be fine. As long as you can get up here, it's okay. Okay, just go for a sec. Wait again, just for safety. Like in theory, it's not even that hard, but it's just you can just never tell. It can be really, really annoying. Not my favorite boss. Does have a good song though, but a lot of stuff in this game has really, really good music. Alright, one more quick star. Go to the kitchen to get the onion rings, just the regular rings, another one of these kind of ring stars. I'll also mention, I haven't mentioned the costumes in this game really. Down that sink drain, for example, there is a costume. We don't need the costume. They're only really needed for 100%. That should be good. Ideally, if you kick at the right time here, you won't fall in the water. Nice, got it. Saves a bit of time. Pretty nice. But yeah, the costumes aren't needed, especially for this category.
What a shame, because that sounds hilarious.
There are a lot of fun costumes. I don't know if I'll be able to show them actually, because I would have to find one and grab it. But yeah, there's some funny ones.
I mean, just more reason for me to play this game for myself.
Absolutely. I gotta leave. I can't show everything. You gotta leave some stuff for the viewer to discover.
Exactly.
And speaking of that, here's a fun level. We're going into the NES, and we got ourselves a bit of a reference.
Whoa, no way.
It was a pretty deep cut reference. If you guys don't know what this is from, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's just like Mario from Mario. I can't believe
Wait, it is! Oh my god. So yeah, this is Retroland. Pretty fun level. It's fun in this category. It's not as fun in 100%. There are some silly stars that we won't get in this category, but we would get in that one. But yeah, basically Retroland, just kind of a remix of SMB1, but also those areas with SMB2 and SMB3. All the NES ones. It does take a little bit to get used to this kind of 2D movement. Can feel a little weird sometimes. But yeah, it really is. It's just like how I remember.
This reminds me a lot of WannaFest 22, which is an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game that we had on last episode I hosted.
WannaFest 22 is awesome. I've watched a bunch of walls running it. It's so cool.
It really is.
There we go. I gotta have the references and such. Quick 100 coins, nice. Yeah, pretty much everything works how you'd expect it to, like in the NES games. We can also do a little quick entry here, yeah, where you don't have to do that animation, but just standing in the right spot there. It's a little finicky, but it works. We're gonna go over here. And yeah, going this pipe takes us to the SMB3 area. That's a pretty fun movement. One fun little reference is these white blocks right here. Let's get back up. These white blocks right here, if you, just like SMB3, if you crouch on it for 5 seconds, you're able to go into the background, and that allows you to get one of the costumes. So I feel like that's a common thing to reference at this point. Like it was referencing like Celeste, for example, but it is like a fun little thing. I know a lot of people who played this like had not played SMB3 and hadn't heard of like that little Easter egg, so they just didn't know how to get it.
I have played SMB3. I feel like I should know that, but somehow I didn't.
Yeah,
so.
Somehow I just forget. Even in like Celeste, I've seen people like just not know how to get that. I believe it was a cassette tape or something, because they just hadn't played SMB3 or just like forgot.
Something like that, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be kind of awkward to move around here. One more quick star. Here, almost at 50 normal stars, 50 of the yellow ones, which is all we will be getting in this run. All the stars from after this point will be on the Cosmic Seeds, and you'll see why in a second. Nice. All right, out of the Retroland, and that's it for Overworld 2. Very, very nice. It's playing SMB right there. There we go. Let me make sure all my badges are good. Yeah, equip that, and we want to go back to course 11. Yeah, we were here earlier, but this is technically the last like kind of main level before you go to Overworld 3. So you might have seen throughout the game that there's this kind of like moon in the sky, some like a kind of Majora's Mask style. Also like Super Paper Mario, where like the void is like constantly growing. It's kind of doing a similar thing in this game, where like the moon's getting closer or something. But yeah, Overworld 3 is on the moon, so we're trying to get there right now. But before we do that, we are going to have to defeat the showrunner once and for all. So we're going into his little theater here. Showdown with the showrunner. This is normally a very, very long level, but we are going to skip all of it. So once we get right over here, basically if you see his wing right here on the left side, that normally moves if you press switches throughout the level. But if you get a good triple jump wall kick, we're able to get onto the statue and go right around it. Nice. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, just in case, let's get that. And with that, we skip the entire level. This level takes so long. It's like a good 3-minute level. That's a huge, huge time save. And this is the hardest fight in the game. This is the one I was talking about we needed to level up for, because we want so much health. And yet, this first phase is just standing here, so I'm just gonna, So just check Twitter real quick, you know, to get. It's really not that much you need to do here. You can kind of just stand here and it just works.
That's actually really funny.
At least for the first phase, and then the second phase gets really, really hard. So kind of hit him. There we go. So yeah, the kind of main idea is you survive his little phase, and then you have to do this kind of OOT style, hit the ball back at him, hit the orb back at him. Second attack right here, kind of an avoidance-like attack. I am terrible at these kinds of avoidances, so I don't know how I want to be the guy Fangame players or Toho players. I don't know how they do it. It's insane to me. I just this is already hard.
Even Undertale trips me out. So
yeah. I did play Undertale a while back, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to be doing something a little silly here. Basically, we're going to damage boost into him. And if you just ground pound like that, it kind of counts as hitting it back and forth a bunch of times in a fraction of a second. Oh, gosh. I shouldn't have moved. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, so this phase is really hard because it's combining these spikes with a bunch of these Cosmic Marios with the avoidance. So it is not uncommon that I die here. So I need to be a little careful. It is very, very, very hard. Alright, should be good. Dodge this. At least these will go away. Now I just gotta get the damage boost one more time. This damage boost makes it so much easier just because, at least in this third phase, you would be hitting it back and forth 20 times, and by the end of it, it's going so fast, and it's pretty much a one-hit kill, so you do not want that. But luckily that strat exists. Again, shout out to Jarp for that.
Wow.
And that was Showrunner.
That was really impressive.
Such a cool boss. Really, really cool boss.
Wait, you defeated the Showrunner. How am I gonna host now? What the heck? That's me. Where's my other parallel universe host? Why me?
You have been defeated. Yep. And now we are on the moon. If you can't tell this is the moon, now you can. There's some fun anti-gravity. It's faster to not roll out there. Just because it takes so long to fall. you want to minimize the time falling. Yeah, now we're in course 13. We're in the last 3 stages on the moon. This is Hushed Haven. It's kind of a remix of elements from Wet Dry World, but also Womp's Fortress, but also kind of its own thing. It's pretty cool. It's a cool visual style that this game does sometimes, where it's kind of taking vanilla type assets and stuff like that. Vanilla's little art style, I guess, and just kind of remixing it to fit the visual style, fit the narrative, etc. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've noticed that a few times, and it seems like it's done really well every time.
It really is. I do love how this game looks. That's our right there. Yeah, and as you see, now all these stars from now on are cosmic seeds for lore reasons, I suppose. You know, the moon has the cosmic seeds. Don't call it cosmic for nothing. Okay. We're just gonna be doing the 100 coins real quick. Yeah, it does kind of go with the lore as well. The moon is trying to do something. I don't know. Yeah, you'll see what happens at the end of the game. But this moon is called Agamemnon. It's again fast foot. I'm telling you, it's just oh really? Respawn back here. That's not great. That's fine. Get back up. My estimate is very generous because this is a hard game speedrun. So
yeah, I also did not give you too terribly much notice either. So
no worries at all. Just make sure. There we go.
Seeing something in chat. A heads up, don't go to the moon if you still want to do early stuff. You can't go back.
That's a big thing. I should mention that. That's one thing I do not like about this game is that if you go to the moon, if you go to Overworld 3, you can't go back to Overworld 1 or Overworld 2. It's supposed to be for lore reasons, and I don't know. I get why they did it, but it just makes it such a chore if you accidentally go to the moon early and you wanna have everything 100%ed by the time you do the final boss, but you just can't because you can't go back. It's a little silly, but I get why they did it. I'd say if there's one thing I don't like about this game, it's that. There we go, nice. Nice point star.
I love that custom star jingle.
Yeah, it's really nice. Nice little leitmotif they use throughout the game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for sure. Yeah, 2 more quick stars here. Gonna be going up here. This is a star I know a lot of people casually like could not figure out. So you need to grab this cage right here. And by jumping down over here, you need to put this cage in this suspiciously cage-shaped hole. I know a lot of people have trouble figuring this out, myself included. It was just like, what do I do with this cage? Like, a lot of people didn't even know you could grab the cage like that. But yeah, you just gotta bring it over there. And unlock the star. Yeah, you can return after doing the final boss, but it's like, at that point, it's like, I kind of wanted to have it 100%ed by the time I did the final boss, but, you know, I guess it's not a thing in most games. I am doing it that way. Yep, so this star right here, normally you're supposed to go into that little house, and inside of there is this pretty much a puzzle area. If you've seen Squid Game, it's kind of like that, where you like step on the tiles and like sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're real tiles, sometimes they're not. It's pretty much just that, but yeah, that's slow, so you can just go down there and skip all of it. I bet that's a show you guys haven't heard of in like 3 years. It goes in the squirt hole. So now last kind of main stage of the run. Actually, the last level's kind of a main stage as well. This is on the Final Empire. This one's pretty fun. It's got a pretty cool concept. So basically, there's something we do in Mario 64 fan games known as like being act specific. So basically, it's like at the star select screen, you'll select like star 1, star 2, star 3, etc. Normally, you'll be able to like do anything on any act, but sometimes there's certain objects that will only like spawn on certain acts. And then if there's a level like this, then it kind of takes it to the next level where like you can really only go to certain parts of the level if you select certain acts. So it makes it so you kind of have to do everything in kind of a linear fashion, where you have to get star 1, then have to get star 2, have to get star 3, etc. I like it sometimes when it's used for like kind of lore building, etc., which this level does, so it's pretty cool. Where it's like, oh, like you've helped these residents, now this is an issue, you know, etc. Like it's trying to do some kind of lore thing. It's pretty cool. So yeah, for the first 2 stars, we're just kind of in this little town area. Quick 100 point start. You did see the Finn's badge in action in the water right there, which we will need for the final boss, because the final boss actually has swimming, so, which is funny. Not a ton of it, but you know, you do want to be able to swim fast in the final boss. Quick little star there, some little wall kicks that you would maybe see. You'll maybe see that in like Kaizo Hack, but you'll see next. You'll see Bigfoot playing Mario 74 Extreme Edition next, which is quite the toughie, quite a tough one. All right, the star right here, High Cane Heist. So yeah, we have this little like crowbar I was showing you earlier, and with it we want to basically cut down all these trees. One cool thing about it is it still cuts down stuff even on the recoil, so you can kind of use it to like, you don't have to like throw it at every one individually. You can kind of like hit one and then go all the way over here so it like hits it on the recoil, etc. I'm not like the best at doing it. It's a little tough to fully optimize, but like a good like single star run of this would be really cool, I think.
Yeah, that really sounds like it opens up the door for cool routing stuff. Love stuff like that.
There we go, nice. Alright, I think that should be all 20. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Every once in a while, I'll like miss one. Okay, cool. It can be a little tough. Alright, nice. Alright, so the goal at the moon right now is, so it's 72 star, right? It's because we got 50 of the normal stars to get to the moon. And we had 6 or 7 cosmic seeds at that point. And with that, we want to get to 18 cosmic seeds, because that will unlock the final level. And in the final level, we have to complete 3 trials, which will give us 3 more cosmic seeds. And then the final boss will also give us another one. So it adds up to 50 normal stars, 22 cosmic seeds, equaling 72 stars. Math. Math is awesome. Stay in school, kids. Do a little some kicks right there to climb up. That's something you might not see in the original usually, but it's used a lot in Fangames, where if you hold A and spam B, then you can kick up certain slopes like that if they're not super slippery. It's always fun. And that allows us to skip a good portion of that, combined with the fast foot badge, which allows us to just kind of walk up a lot of it. Right, one more star here. Again, you can skip a good amount of it by just coming up here, get on the roof. I should also mention this game has D-pad camera, which is pretty cool. Basically, it doesn't have like Mario Cam or Lakitu Cam like the original game. It's all permanently in kind of parallel Lakitu Cam, but it has the D-pad. So if you turn the D-pad left or right, then you will be able to like slowly turn the camera one way or the other, which is pretty cool.
That sounds really helpful.
Yeah, it is, especially since you don't have Mario Cam. So
one of my biggest problems with vanilla Mario 64 is just the camera. I find it so hard to work with. So
it's pretty much the standard in most Mario 64 fan games these days, just because everyone loves it. It's so nice.
Really good to hear.
Especially if you get good at it. It's just, you can just do a quick D-pad tap, and you'll be able to get a wall kick angle, etc.
Excellent.
All right, yeah. So now we're in the Trials of Terminus, Course 15. That one's a pretty cool one, kind of Super Mario Galaxy-esque. Gravity. No, not really. It's kind of gravity. I don't actually know how that works, but yeah, just going with shell through there. We're going to be beating the 3 of the 6 fastest trials here, which is the red one, the green one, and the pink one. The yellow one's not like super slow, but it's like the 4th fastest, I guess. So, and then the other 2 are so slow. One of them's a water maze with red coins, which is something you should never do. If you are making a Mario 64 mod, do not have a water maze with red coins. No one likes them. No one really likes those. So that's another little thing. I'm just like, why did you add that? That's not fun.
Classic annoying maze level combined with the annoying water level.
You gotta have it. I mean, it's just a meme at this point where it's like, oh, you gotta have the maze level, the water maze for fun. We have fun, enjoy. You guys having fun yet? Please start having fun. Okay, but I'm another little 2D area, SMW kind of inspired. What if it's ice water? That makes it even better.
Good.
All right, and one last one. Yeah, and then the Siam one is just an auto-scroller, which is also not super fun. You can skip parts of it, but it's not. Yeah. We are coming up near the end of the run, and this is Bob-omb Battlefield. Don't worry about it. It's just kind of here. It's here mirrored for some reason. I think it was because to just have like 100 point star in this game, or in this level, which works for me because it's fast. So this beats doing auto scroller or water maze. So I'm very fine with this. Come up here, grab the point switch. This game also has a fun quality of life patch where this is also kind of a standard these days, where if you stand on a blue coin switch, it shows where the blue coins are gonna spawn. Because normally you just like have to ground pound it first, and then you're already like running out of time. So it's like, oh no, I need to know where these are.
Yeah, that's helpful.
It is a nice quality of life thing. So much nice quality of life stuff that's in this hack, but also it's just the standard these days. It's really cool. All right, with that, we've done the 3 trials. We are coming up to the final boss. Big
so
war
I think your
room
time
here.
is coming up relatively soon.
It's a solidly long boss. It's like 3 minutes. I'll let you know when the time is. It's going to be when I grab the last star. So just right on star grab. So yeah, we are at the heart of Agamemnon, the heart of this moon. Not really sure what this like butterfly thing is. Just kind of there, you know. He's going to be annoying, so we shall see. Yeah, final boss. This is one of my favorite bosses in any Mario 64 fan game. It's so cool. So many layers, so many phases. It's insane. So yeah, it starts off pretty easy. You're supposed to do this little like platforming section, but you can skip a good part of it if you just do that. Nice. 1, 2, 3, triple jump up. And yeah, you need the rocket wing to complete this. But you also need the rocket wing to beat the showrunner stage, so at this point you would probably have it. So yeah, and here's the water I was talking about. Like, you're gonna need the Fins badge for this one. All right, so this kind of orb comes for you, and So after every little like phase of hitting the heart with the rocket wing, you'll get this kind of reflection of the previous bosses that you've beaten. So this was the first boss in the game. This was just the Bowser. So it'll have this, and then 2 other kind of important bosses that we beat earlier on. There we go. And after each time, you kind of want to break this, I guess, space-time continuum. All right, got that. That's the first phase. Second phase, you can kick up this to skip a bit of platforming, but it can be a little annoying because this butterfly guy is going to try to charge at you. It's not very fun. There we go. Nice. Now we just need to make sure not fall, which is easier said than done. Really cool final boss music as well. There we go. Uh-oh. I did not want to get hit by that. That's okay. Yeah, these start moving faster each time, so you kind of have to go in between the cracks. By the third one, it's moving so fast that it's like actually really hard to get through. Right, second orb. This phase is pretty easy. You can literally just stand here and not do anything, and 90% of the time you won't get hit. Oh, we're just gonna chill. Check Twitter again, why not?
To twitter.com/gamesunclick.
There we go. All right, that's 2. Oh, didn't want to get by that. Okay. My health is okay right now. Could be a lot better, but that's okay. So we're going to be... Yeah, this is going to be really annoying because this guy's in the water trying to get us. You might notice that I'm not doing like this kind of like normal swim like you would see regular vanilla Mario 64 runners do. If you have the fins badge, just holding A is actually just as fast as periodically tapping, which is like what you would normally do for swimming. All right. Coming up near the end. This part's pretty cool. Pretty cool one. Yeah, I love this boss. This is, again, probably my favorite boss in any Mario 64 mode. All right, nice. Got the last hit. Now we just need to survive the last phase, which is my old enemy. Drum roll. Avoidance, once again. We gotta avoid all these once again. These do like a good amount of damage if they hit you, I believe, so I do not want to get hit. I think I survive if I get hit. I don't think my health's like that low yet. But like these do a good amount of damage. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we're good. There we go. Time is in just a second, right as I grab this star that is going to spawn right here. And time. Nice. Awesome.
All right, GG. Yeah, you have completely demolished your estimates, so go ahead and show off whatever.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, that was the run. That was Super Mario 64 Beyond the Cursed Mirror, 72 star. That's the any percent 10 star count. We have defeated Agamemnon. I don't actually know what's happening with the lore right here, but basically what's happening is Majora's Mask, bad ending, but the moon is crashing into the earth. I don't know. I guess this is it supposed to be good? It's supposed to be bad? I don't know if there's like separate endings or anything, but this is the only ending I've ever gotten where it's just, all right, good job. You beat the bad guy. Oh, well, the earth is getting destroyed. That's fine.
Bungled it.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's that. I'm not going to show the whole credits, but yeah, I'll just watch it crash into it. And then there's one quick thing I want to show.
This is quite a neat cutscene for like an N64 style game. So it
is a pretty neat one. There are a lot of really cool cutscenes in this game. Shouts to all the lovely people at the bottom at these credits. Robotronic for being the main dev of this hack. Truly amazing feat. Robotronic's still making a bunch of stuff these days. I definitely recommend checking them out on YouTube and all other socials. They recently released Mario Builder 64, which is basically Mario Maker in Mario 64. It's amazing. amazing tool, amazing hack. But and then him and many others are also making Mario in the Multiverse, which is going to be another very ambitious, very cool fan game that should be releasing next year. So I recommend staying tuned for that. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna show. Yeah, you guys kind of get the idea. I'm gonna show one of the mini games. one or two, depending on if we have time. But there's one of them I absolutely want to show. I believe I was saving the whole time. Cool. Yeah, and now once you beat the game, Mario's actually dead. you get the X's in the eyes.
Rip.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Right, so yeah, we're gonna go back to the minigame zone, which you saw we did for the wrong warp earlier. Obviously, a lot of these aren't fast enough to be in the run, and you would need a grind coins as well for it. But if you just go over here, we're gonna try this little one right here. Does anyone have any guesses for what this minigame is before we go to it? What could it be? All right, let's do it. Let's get some jams in the chat.
I saw someone in chat ask for this earlier, like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, please show it. Yeah, I have to. This is incredible. I have to.
Good bit.
So this is Bad Apple in Mario 64. So basically, yeah, you know that you have to do the trend, like put Bad Apple in everything. Just put Doom in everything, and then put Bad Apple in everything. I don't think anyone's put Doom in Mario 64. That might actually be in Mario in Multiverse, so stay tuned for that. But so yeah, this mini game is actually just you have to stand on the white parts, and you have to avoid the black parts, and that ups your score. So if I'm standing on the black parts, my score decreases. So yeah, you pretty much have to memorize the entirety of Bad Apple. It's not super tight. This used to be so hard in one of the original versions of the game. You had to get to 170, I believe. Or maybe it was one. Yeah, you had to get to 170, but it got nerfed to 150. So I usually tend to get 170s because I like know the layout of it. But 150 is what you need to get a star. Yeah, we got Bad Apple.
That's
there we go.
Kind of awesome.
It really is awesome.
I love that there are minigames in this too. Like it's already such a quality fan game, and you have minigames on top of it.
It really is a good song. But this is always the part of 120 Star where I'm very excited to get to. At least this minigame. A lot of the other minigames are like cool, but like they take so long. Like it's a 20-minute split just to do all the minigames, which I'm like, wow, okay. It's such like a pace breaker in the run. I'm like, eh. But like this one is always like, at least I get to play Bad Apple. Yeah, I believe the max anyone's gotten is 213. Shows to Winter in the chat. I believe that's the record. Which is like really, really good. Like I'm not usually able to get scores like that. I don't think I've gotten over 200. Fun fact, yeah, I did actually, I heard the original version of this song before I heard this video, even though it's like pretty famous. 220 is the record, I see. Okay, interesting. Let's get some jams. Sometimes it's hard to tell where to stand. Even if you like kind of know what's going to happen next, you still do have to react sometimes. It's like, oh, I guess this random part of it has it. Right, coming up near the end.
I don't think I've ever actually seen this full thing before.
Yeah. I feel like it's pretty rare you watch the full thing, but like you're pretty much forced to. I don't know the lyrics, I'm just humming. Yeah, I guess in the meantime, while this is finishing up, I can give some shout-outs. Yeah, shout-outs to GDQ for having me. It really was a lot of fun. It was an honor to show this game. This game is incredible. Everyone, I highly, highly recommend checking this out. Go to our websites, romhacking.com or sm64romhacks.com. Join the Discords, I highly, highly recommend, if you ever want to get started with playing these kinds of fan games. 163, pretty good. 163 is pretty good.
Nice.
I tend to get like 170 or something, but yeah. There are a couple other mini games, but I'll let you guys discover them yourself. I can't give away everything now.
220 is the record of the current.
220,
Yeah, that's absurd.
220 is crazy. I don't get how you would even get that. Anyways, check out our websites, join the Discords. Shout outs to the ROM hack community. They're all amazing people. Shout outs to the devs. What else is there? Is there anything else I'm missing? And also if you want to get into ROM hack speedrunning or Mario 64 fan game speedrunning, we're actually having an event, a league event that's starting next week, where it's open at any skill level. Where it's a great opportunity to learn some Mario 64 fan games, play them, and speedrun to get points for your team. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I didn't even know about that, so that's really good timing with when I had this episode, I suppose.
Yeah, really good timing. So if you're interested in that, definitely join the Discord, since we can definitely help you out, get you set up and everything. So
that's really cool. Thank you so much for being on. Like I said, I've wanted to do this episode for a while, and this is just such a perfect fan game to start it off with. Like, it's so well made, and it's so different from the base game, but still like relatively easily understandable. And your commentary was great. I know you were worried about that. No, your commentary was really good. I was able to follow along, and I have never really seen this before, so you did a good job.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, and shout out to Robotronic in the chat. Mm-hmm. And if you think this game's good, I love this game, but I say it's not even in my top 10 of Mario 64 fan games. So there's so much our community has to offer. So, that is also going to be shown with the next run from my good friend Bigfoot, who is going to be running some Super Mario 64 Kaizo, Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition.
If you start running these, maybe you can be on Parallel Universe in the future.
True.
You never know. But with that said, speaking of future fan games that will be shown, stick around, because right after a quick break, we will have a Bigfoot Touched Me running SM74 Extreme Edition. Andrew has been hyping this up. It is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Welcome back, everyone, to Parallel Universe on GDQ Hotfix. If you're just joining us and you're looking for Do All the Things, I have swapped places with Mr. Shasta just for today. So that will be on right after Parallel Universe. Coming up next, we have SM74 Extreme Edition. Real quick before we get into that, if you didn't know, Games Done Quick is hiring right now. If you are interested in a full-time role at GDQ, we're looking for a new hotfix manager. And if you're looking for part-time work, we're looking for new showrunners starting with 2024 Season 4. So go to gamesdonequick.com/jobs to apply, and please share with anybody else that may be interested. You or someone you know could be one of my fellow showrunners. Or, of course, a hotfix manager. But with that said, Andrew SM64 was hyping this one up. This will be a very, very cool fan game. Bigfoot Touched Me, show us what Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition is all about.
Yo, hello everybody. 74 Extreme Edition. Basically the godfather of Mario 64 Kaizo. There are a lot of quality of life things in Beyond the Cursed Mirror. None of those will exist here. This is from 2012, made by Lugmalord, and it's a lot harder. And we're going much older, no quality of life, and much harder stars. I'm gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, some interesting things about this one. Obviously we have fully custom levels, but there's no like super custom abilities or anything. It's just the vanilla Super Mario 64 controls and abilities. And pretty similar layout to vanilla. We're going to start off with this level, a lot of lava, and a lot of pain. This star is intended to be gotten with metal cap, but I don't have that. Oh god, that was actually very close to death. So you die from 3 lava bounces, but if you can hit the star before your health gets to 0, you can get the star. That was actually insanely lucky, to be honest.
We just started and the first thing is already absurd.
Well, I'd start with that star so that if I die I can reset, but I guess for a live event that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it can be like reset hell, but I guess in this setting it's just regular hell. But luckily I first tried it. And yeah, we've got a lot of flamethrowers there. But if you kind of know the cycles, they're not too bad to dodge while you're grabbing those 5 secrets to spawn the star. And coming up next, I have my favorite strat in the game. I really hope I can pull this off. It is not easy. We're going to need a frame-perfect slide kick. I'm going to do a little rollout off here to avoid fall damage, try and keep all my speed. I hit an invisible. I don't know how I didn't die, but I can't do the cool slide kick strat. But I can hopefully at least stay alive and grab the star. Alright, we're good. Well, I did the slide kick at the end. But yeah, if you keep all your speed, you can just, like, launch across that lava and go straight to the star. It's really cool. A little disappointed I didn't get that, but hey, run is deathless so far. Spoiler alert, I kind of expect a game over in this run. Oh, and I might have my first death here because I messed up the camera. Please still work. Oh, okay, that was honestly not as smooth as that's meant to go. And little timed boxes. Easy with the triple jump. And there's our first level out of the way. Pretty clean run actually so far. I did not really expect to get a start this good. But don't worry, there's plenty of time for it to go to hell. It's very easy to get stuck sometimes when stuff is this hard. But hopefully we will be okay. And we're into course 2. I was meant to do a triple jump off that slope, but instead we're doing that. We've got a star hidden under the level here. And we've got a pretty tricky wall kick coming up. I want to dodge the fire spitter, get a good angle here. Yo, only one wall kick. If your angle is like further away from 45 degrees, you'll have to do multiple wall kicks and it's slow. But if you try and push it too far, you won't have a wall kick angle and you'll just slide off the wall and die. That's best to be avoided, but you know, I'm a speedrunner, so I usually try to push it as close as I can to 45 degrees. And another little scary star that's under the level. Please grab that ledge. Thank you. I have no idea what's intended for this star, but it's not that. That is actually a skip as well. A lot of the stars you pretty much just end up getting intended because like the levels are so difficult that there's not really much you can do to like get around them. Like this star coming up, I'm just doing like everything intended pretty much. And not even that quickly. I played this one a little bit safe. I wanted a ledge grab there to set up the side flip. Hopefully I still have enough time. And you could skip all those ledge grabs I did on the cork boxes and it would be a little bit faster. But it's very easy to just like fall off the edge. Yeah, there are someone in chat is saying that there's no boxes. Oh, there are boxes under the level to get that star that that I just like wall kick to. I've never used that. I've never done intended. Or even seen it, to be honest.
The classic speedrunner moment.
Well, also I got into this watching people speedrunning it as well. So I'm just like way more familiar with the speedrun than like casual playthroughs. Believe it or not, people do 157 star runs. I'm too much of a wuss for that, so I'm doing 50 star, but there are 157 stars available. That's not a good ledge to try to grab. But yeah, 157 star is like very rough. Actually, Andrew did a 157 star run recently that took him about 10 hours, which gives you an idea of how rough that is. Yeah. 50 star you could kind of think of as being like 16 star in vanilla. You kind of do intended stuff for the first 50 stars and then like just skip to the end, which I'll explain when we get there because it is a little bit complicated. But anyway, we are about to get out of Virus Vine. Got the star at the top here. Again, I think it is intended to backflip off this box like this. I can't see how else you would do this. You could maybe do wall kicks up there, but it would be really rough. And yeah, 157 is all stars. But yeah, if you really want to speedrun this, 50 star is probably the best way to start. You can do 0 star and 10 star. 10 star is not too bad, but 0 star is just absolutely god-awful. Oops, please long jump. So this is the metal cap stage. The switch is actually kind of out of the way, so I won't bother grabbing that. You also might notice the camera will be going wild in this stage. You cannot use Lakitu Cam in this, because Lakitu Cam in Vanilla Mario 64 is like hard-coded to do certain things based on Mario's position. And with all the custom levels, Mario's position is just like not what the game's expecting a lot of the time, so the camera just freaks out. So we're going to do the whole thing in Mario Cam, and Mario Cam will just like drop really far below Mario in certain situations. But I don't know, you just learn to deal with it, I guess. And yeah, some lava bounce techniques here. Another thing you really don't see in Vanilla, there's like not a lot of lava period in Vanilla, but you also just like never really have to do it. There is lava boost in 70-star Vanilla in Lethal Lava Land, but now we've got like a metal cap and we can actually do like a ton of lava boosts. Oh, that's good. That's the hardest star on the stage. That was actually really sick. If I do say so myself. I usually take damage on that final little platform up to the top. And because of the way, like the first star I got in the run, sometimes you can end up in a situation where Mario's health is counting down and he's about to die, but you can grab the star like just before your health runs out. So yeah, one more star here. The easiest one, which like still looks very scary. Like Metal Cap in particular, like everything just looks terrifying. And like, I say this is really easy, but I'm sure a lot of people are just like looking at this tiny little lava bridge. But yeah, this is like far and away the easiest star in this level. Oops, I hit the side of it. Lost 4 seconds by having to do an extra lava bounce and land on the island. Am I allowed to reset? I need to get a real juicer run going. But anyway, we're going to head into... I should not have taken full damage then. Well, that was a mistake, because I need health. I guess technically I don't need full health. This might be a mistake, but let's just try and do this. Okay, abort mission. So that star I was going to go for is really difficult to get to. You have to do an arch wall kick at the top there, and the collision is just horrible. This being a pretty old fan game, there is a lot of jank. SM64 in general can be quite janky. But we're going to get this nice little free star. Obviously, this is like hidden. So, you know, in a blind casual playthrough, that would be hard to find. In a speedrun, it's just a total freebie. And there are a couple of these throughout the run. But speaking of freebies, this is not one of them. This is actually something I fear quite a bit in runs. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're up here. Not bad, didn't lose too much time for that one. But yeah, if you ever hear Mario kind of go like bong when he hits a wall, it's because you're essentially getting like the collision for a ceiling or out of bounds. And there's a lot of spots when I'm trying to get that star where you can hit that. So it's like really frustrating. It's a lot harder than it looks to get that star. Especially with having to like arch out at the top, because you like have a ceiling above you, so you have to kind of go away from the wall. And the outsides are where all the bad collision is. Please hit the womp. Oh no, I'm going down. This honestly this is probably the second hardest part of the run. Getting up here is not too bad. This long jump that I'm about to do is, oh, well, that was not ideal. But yeah, Bowser 1, very tough, but we need that key to get into the second overworld. And yeah, this wall kick set is kind of awkward. I get a wall push here just to make sure Mario has like a perfect angle going back and forth here. Okay, let's try to get up on here again. I'm going to take my time to set up this angle. Under different circumstances, I might just rush it. But yeah, Fire Spitter, the flamethrower there trolls you, and the Thwomp Cycle was not kind to me, but Mario 64 shenanigans, I can just grab onto the ledge and wait a second, not take any damage. That was meant to be a triple jump, but as long as we get up here, eventually we can enter the fight. So yeah, that is actually a bit of a wall for people I've seen trying to get into this game. Getting into this fight is really rough, and you need to do it to like unlock the second overworld. That was not a good throw. I'm gonna have to do another throw before I set up going for the bomb. The bomb is like very high up in the air and very far away, so we need a lot of speed and a good angle on the throw. I probably should have looked at the bomb at some point to try and show that off, but trust me, it's kind of out of the way and in an annoying spot. But with that, we have the first key. It is the only key we will be getting. Once I have 50 stars, I'm going to enter the second Bowser stage, and we're just going to rip it straight to the ending. And yeah, I just realized this run is still deathless, which, honestly, I do find it difficult to get a run out of Bowser 1 deathless, so on very good pace so far.
Yeah, I am absolutely awestruck with this. This is really impressive.
And good news for keeping a deathless run going, I basically can't die for the next 5 stars. This overworld actually has stars in it, and yeah, you can't really die anywhere here, but you can lose a ton of time. I've got to... Trust me, I'm working on something here. I want to take a hit from the projectile and get knocked into the eyeball. Now I have iframes, and I can crawl around in a circle, and instead of like running around the outside of the eyeball, as long as you're around the like center of the eyeball, that will work. Pretty precise and a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Now we're going to get 2 stars here. I'm going to get this one so I can just long jump while the eyeball's still dying. The other one requires a lot more setup. Oh, iframes indeed. But yeah, and that star I just got, with the Mario cam dropping super low, it can be really painful to, like, depth perception is hard at the best of times in Mario 64, and having the cam drop to the floor definitely doesn't help. This is one of the stars I'm a little bit nervous about. This is also one of those hilarious things where intended is like incomprehensible to determine. I assume you're meant to like triple jump onto that box or something, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to long jump and then do 2 wall kicks. And yes, there was a star there with a tiny platform under it. Landing on the platform is actually pretty hard. It's like about the size of the star. So that's a nice little time save. Didn't have to do the fall down to the bottom. All about saving the frames. And speaking of tiny platforms, we've got more. Whoops. Yeah, Mario's trying to grab that ledge, but it's such a steep angle, he just lets go immediately. Oh! Come on, man. Also, there's a wall at the back of this slope, so if you land too high up, the wall just clips you out the back, which is frustrating. And you can also get clipped to the side here. I'll take my time a little bit lining this up. Okay, I'll take that. I missed the first one a couple of times, but the second one's harder, so that's fine. You might have noticed with that double jump, I kind of went back quite a bit and then came forward. Double jump height is based on Mario's horizontal speed. So going back as far as possible gets me more height on that double jump. Definitely comes up a lot in Kaiser. And it's going to come up again, in fact. Yep, there we go. Got the ledge grab. And there's 4 red coins here, but the red coin star is not fast enough for 50 star. I see Andrew's requesting Cardello Red's attempt at the end. That is something I thought about, but I did not have time to prepare. If I do end up finishing the run early, I can die repeatedly in the hardest stage of this game for other people's amusement, I guess. I have gotten it before, but it's been a while. And it's, like, insanely hard. Like, this game spikes in difficulty. Like, all of this is, like, free compared to the end game. It's, like, actually nuts how hard it gets.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, the spheres, courses 14 and 15, are, like, pretty infamous. Just getting red coins in Cardello Sphere took me about 25 hours of attempts. So that's a pretty good indicator.
Oh, so when they said Kaiser, they weren't kidding.
Oh, absolutely not. And in fact, I'm playing through Treasure World casually at the moment, and I'm up to 44 hours of attempts for the hardest star in that game, so hopefully I pull that off soon. I've gotten very close a couple of times. But back to EE, we're in the worst stage, but hopefully we won't be here for too long. Oh, thank God. This is actually my most hated star in the game. I just cannot time those wall kicks sometimes. But yeah, I'm not sure what Lugmalord was cooking here, but we've just got Blue Fog turned to the absolute max. It's not too big a deal for the just 2 stars we're going to be grabbing now. But, oh lord, it is such a pain for some of the other stars. Oh, I was not ready for the ledge grab skin. Oh, dude, that could have been so sick if I was actually prepared. It's a nice little 1-second time save if you don't immediately fall off the edge and die. Oh, that's my first death, dude. That's actually such an annoying way to ruin the deathless streak. It's so hard to skip that ledge grab. But anyway, in theory it's faster, but I'm like never ready for it. And yeah, that purple switch. Oh, Jesus, please. Okay, this is gonna be scary. Oh, thank God, because the cork box has run out. But yeah, the purple switch used for both stars there. And now we're heading into the slide. This is a pretty cool swag strat coming up. It's maybe easier than it looks, but also maybe I've just done it a lot and I'm used to it. But we're basically going to skip the entire slide. Yo, let's go. So yeah, that one at the bottom is pretty scary. It's very easy to die, but it's insanely fast, so you've like got to do it in this category. Wait a minute. Have I already been into the slide? Oh, dude, I'm doing stuff slightly... I think I've got my route confused. Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, I never got this star. Lol. Okay, we're playing a little bit out of order, but... that's okay. I really should have my splits up. I forgot to boot them up, so hopefully... To be honest though, that's a mistake I make even with my splits up. Okay, we're back on track now. And we can head on into course 4. We're going to grab 5 stars. And we'll have 30 stars, which will allow us to access some more levels in the first overworld. We're actually going to be heading into the first overworld for like a part 2 after this. But yeah, this stage, everything here is like really fast, apart from the coin stars. So we can just grab the 5 normal stars here and move on. They're all pretty quick. That one, not too much to say about that one. That's kind of just like the hidden star that's hard to find. But like, yeah, in a speedrun, it's just kind of, well, quote unquote free. I've died to it. But yeah. And now we have another one hidden under the house. There's some interesting Mario 64 shenanigans about to happen again. We're going to take advantage of something referred to as corner physics. So if you're rubbing up against 2 walls, sometimes you won't be able to wall kick or bonk. So that's why I didn't bonk that wall there while I was slide kicking. Because I was rubbing on the wall furthest away from camera, and the game can only interact properly with one wall at a time. You just won't get a bonk. Makes that like way easier. It would actually be it would be a much harder star if you couldn't do that. And now we are going to fight Boo. Whoops. That's an annoying triple jump to miss. Because if you do the movement a very specific way, Boo will be right at the entrance. But now he's not. Not too big a deal, but that definitely cost me quite a bit of time. And that piano is going mental. Sorry, I really should have warned the audience that the scariest thing in the world was coming up. I can definitely remember the piano terrifying me when I played the original game.
I can't believe you just scare everybody like that. Unbelievable.
I know, I'm a monster. Oops. Let me into the level, please. Oh yeah, the warps for the levels are like really broken in this.
It's not the difficulty that's scary, it's the piano.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that scares me. Oh yeah, and that star that I just got there, if you do intended, is like one of the longest stars up to this point. You have to go through like a underground maze and do all this stuff and go to the top, but I guess Lugmalord didn't realize you could just get a wall kick there and cheese it really easily. So yeah, that's always kind of funny to me. It's meant to like be teasing you that you can see the star that early. I went for the wrong strat. It is possible to do it like that, but next time around I'm gonna go for something easier. I can't believe I just risked it all to save 3 seconds.
The things we do for speedrunning.
Yeah, I need to grind out the pro strat for this. I kind of generally do like a bit of an intermediate strat. Ah, I got bad collision. No, I meant to be able to avoid that. But yeah, this is definitely one of the tougher ones. But yeah, you can actually just like get that wall kick set started from the bottom. There's like, I guess 3 different ways you can do that skip. I'm kind of doing the intermediate. Oh, firsty. Kind of scared me a little. Okay, there we go. No bad collision this time. And we dive straight into the star. I'm actually going to save and quit here. Oh, I should have done the bit where I pretended it was a mistake. Well, anyway. It's actually faster than traveling through the overworld normally. And I get back to 4 lives. Sometimes if I have like 6 lives at that point, which is possible, I won't do the save and quit. But yeah, it is nice to just refresh the lives. It would be really good if I could do this run without gaming over. I kind of expect a game over. But I don't know, I got 4 lives, so it could work out. This is also skipping out quite a bit of the level. Whoops, well, ideally it skips out a lot of the level. I guess you could just fall back down to the intro. But yeah, you're meant to kind of go around the rest of the level. Oh my god. In Struggle Town. What am I doing? It's meant to be the easiest star in the level. But I'm making it look difficult. But yeah, a couple of wall kicks here and then a couple of lava bounces. And the star is right here. It's actually really difficult to do intended. Intended means you have to like work your way up to the top level and then go across a couple of pillars that have heapers on them. And also the pillars have lava on them. It's, yeah, pretty rough. But yeah, I'm going to sort of head around here. This is kind of how you get up to the top of the level. There is a star sort of part of the way up here. This is also one of the most precise things in the run. So, please pray for me that this works. Looks good. Let's go. Yeah, that lava bounce is, like, very precise. You have to be right on the edge of the lava. Ideally, you actually want to hit the wall that's on the other side. That'll actually launch you way further. Which I didn't do that time, but I was close enough to the edge that it works. Now we're going to head on down to the bottom of the level. We got some timed box shenanigans. This is also a bit of a rough one. And if you do intended, the timer is insanely strict here. But I'm going to do a little bit of a skip and just lava bounce up to one of the boxes. Which is faster and arguably easier, because now I have a little bit more time to line up at the top here. There we go.
How that is
scary.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a fun one until you miss it. It's really easy to miss that final star. I've had my fair share of meltdowns and lost runs in this stage. And yeah, we got another star. This star is like relatively free by the standards of this game anyway. But yeah, basically going down to the same area, but now we just have to do like one wall kick and a lava bounce. Oh, please make it. I gotta stop saying these stars are free because I almost messed that up.
It's the #1 way to jinx it. I know this from experience, I promise.
Oh yeah, very common shared experience. Never talk about how good a run is going. It just never works out. Oh, jeez. Please. Okay, this is also not intended, but there's a star there. You're meant to sort of go up and work your way around and then drop down to that. There's a couple of different ways to do that. I choose to do wall kicks. You can actually just like lava bounce and bounce off the pillar. It's 1 second faster, but not really worth it. I used to do it, and then I lost too many runs to it, so I just decided to switch to the strat that's 1 second slower. Nice bonk. Alright, oh, here's one of, this is like a course that a lot of people really hate. I actually don't mind it, and we're only grabbing 1 star, so not too big a deal. But yeah, this can be a really tough course to navigate in a lot of areas. We won't be going too high up. We're going to be going real low, in fact. But getting to the top of this can be like really frustrating. But the star I'm going for isn't all the way up at the top. So yeah. Also, every level has like a little text thing that pops up, which is why I often try to go for like an easy star the first time entering a level, so I don't have to watch that every time I die. There's something really tilting about dying, going for the first star and having to read "Welcome to another delightfully devilish themed ham." No, I can't remember what the text says now, because now I'm just thinking about Simpsons memes. But it says something. Please work. Oh my god. I've had a lot of close calls in this run so far. But that might have been the closest of them all. I couldn't even see when that cork box was about to disappear, but
Yeah,
that was pushing it. Yeah, I did not want to ledge grab that second cork box. I just wanted to do 2 long jumps in a row. But yeah, a little bit tricky there. Oh yeah, this is funny as well. I just realized when we go into all 3 cap stages and press none of the switches. So we're not breaking tradition with wing cap. We don't need the wing cap for anything else, and wing cap is activated when you enter the level, so we're just going to grab 2 stars and then leave. Oh, welcome to another devilish level. Yeah, I added delightfully in there. I guess my brain is rotted from watching too many memes on YouTube. Okay, so I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead, alright. So that first slope is so steep, I can't do slope kicks on it, where you hold A and press B. I need to go a little bit further and land on the other, like, panel of this tower. That really sucked. I actually thought I was on it when I pressed B then. Well... hopefully this is not one of those cases where I just die 10 times to the same star. It's game overing in this area. It happens, but... Okay, we're on here. I'm kind of low, which is going to make the timing kind of strict for the top. But it should still work out. If I landed higher up, the timing is actually, like, pretty generous. That's not ideal. I think this will still work. Yo! For extra swag, you can ground pound that star, and Mario will fall a lot faster. But I've missed that star trying to ground pound it in a speed run, so that's also another strat that's gone by the wayside. And anyway, we are now heading into the stage that has the hardest strat in the entire run. I'm going to do the free star first, and then I'm going to game over trying to get the other star. I'll just rip that band-aid off right now. Getting it in 2 tries is pretty unlikely, but I've been known to do it before. But yeah, for this one here, we head on through this section, which is really awkward for the camera. I just zoom all the way in and hope for the best. Didn't really want to ledge grab there, but that movement was passable. And we get a little speed boost from the flamethrower, and there was a star hidden there. Who would have guessed it? Lugmalord seems to just love hiding stars. And that one in a blind playthrough might take a while, but the texture is darker, so I guess. But anyway, time for pain, YOLO pyramid. Oh, I can't even get the opening movement. The intended strat for this is like really slow. Camera is like very broken in this area. Please help. Okay, once I'm out of here, the camera will return to normal. And let's set this up. We're going to be doing a triple jump and then trying to go up the slope. I'm dead. I didn't get a triple jump. I pressed A too late. Well, good first attempt. Couldn't get the opening movement and didn't get a triple jump. But I was warming this up in practice and it was going really well. So I'm reasonably confident. Surely we get it this time. Well, cleaner beginning. Oh, let's go. Had a little bit of a heart attack at the end there, but that strat is so hard. I honestly probably shouldn't even do it in my run. I could substitute that out for a slower star, but I don't know. What can I say? I'm a risk taker at heart. And the best part is we follow up the hardest star in the run with one of the most annoying endings to a star in a run. The classic windmill. Well, there's a reference for the 4 people that get it. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a triple jump off of a very small platform. I have like a very specific setup for this, so hopefully it works. Okay, I shorted it, which is... It's better to short that and get a ledge grab, because now I can back it up pretty quickly. If I overshoot or miss the A press, it's like way worse. Oh wow, that's nice. I will take that all day. Quick back up from the ledge grab and then hitting the star. But yeah, it is really precise to double jump onto that thing. And that's intended, by the way. That is not some sort of crazy speedrun skip. That's just what the game asks you to do. It's really frustrating. And now we go from pretty much the two, arguably the 2 hardest stars in the run, to a very, in theory, chill run star. We're going to be battling King Bob-omb. We got some fire spitters coming at us, but if you kind of know how they work and know how to avoid them, it's no big deal. I will get hit by them. Whoops. Please just take 1 lava bounce. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. I'm gonna have to play this slow because I don't have full health. Which is unfortunate because the star is already on the slow side.
Yeah, that's alright. I will take this opportunity to remind everyone again that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on GDQ Twitch channel help support GDQ Hotfix. So if you're enjoying the near daily speedrunning content, please consider subscribing.
And with that, I managed to not game over in that area. And we're actually gonna grab mitts and then head to course 1. Finally, at the end of the run, we enter course 1. So, in theory, should be chill. Gonna be funny if I game over in course 1. But now that we're not in that upper area, it's really not a big idea to... it's really not a big deal to game over. It's not a very big time loss from this point. So, yeah. A fun little skip coming up here. There is a shell in this stage. But it takes too long to get to the shell, so... Oh, I cannot believe I hit that invisible. Okay, well, never mind what I was saying about doing a star that required a shell. We're just gonna have to do something else. Okay. Let's try not to hit that wall. But yeah, this is the first star in the game that you're meant to get realistically in a normal playthrough. For the star that is meant to use a shell, I need to take at least 2 lava bounces, so I really want full health for that one. I think it would actually be technically possible with 5 out of 8 health, but I'm definitely not going to try it. Because I hit the exact same invisible wall, dude! Well, there's the joy of Mario 64. Yeah, there's an invis wall or two.
I was gonna say panic code because Tommy all about that, isn't if you know.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. Okay, so be a little bit closer to screen to avoid that invisible wall. The thing that's frustrating about that, and I guess if you've seen the Panic Code video, you know, a lot of the invisible walls are like insanely thin, and like if you had to hit them on purpose, it would be impossible because they're like 1 pixel wide. And that is also the case for that. Like that invis wall is tiny.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked you hit that twice in a row.
So am I. Like, it's not a common one to hit. But hey, well, I mean, now I'm thinking about I might actually reset to get my full allotment of lives back. I am kind of tempted to just rip it because I feel like I'm probably not going to die in Bowser 3, but I don't know, no reset format, I'll play it safe. It also won't, I think it'll only cost like 2 seconds, so I mean 2 seconds for 4 lives is a pretty good trade-off. Yeah, Lava Bounce shenanigans again. Also running through the heart there. If I run through that fast enough, I'll actually heal after the first Lava Bounce. So best case scenario, I actually end up with 3 segments of health instead of 2. And for this other star, I need to take 2 damage from small fall damage. If you fall from really high up, you take 3 damage. Yo, let's go. So now I don't have to go through the recovery heart and, well, I can save about half a second. But then I messed that up anyway and lost 1.5 seconds. It's all over. And I'm going to mash A for this long jump because I'm nervous about the timing. And we're getting very close to 50 stars. So yeah, I'm going to grab the Toad Star and then I'm going to reset so I'm back to 4 lives. I think that's probably a wise maneuver. So yeah, I've just got to make sure the game actually saves before I reset, because that would be very unfortunate if I pulled the trigger on that too quickly. Okay, hopefully that worked.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
I guess I could just talk to Toad again, but no need, we got 49 stars. And as you can see, like, doing that kind of warped me over to this entrance anyway, so you really don't lose a lot of time. Now it's time for the easiest star in the run, but I'm really hoping I can pull off Aggie clip. Shout out to Agiroff who found this clip. It was already known that you could use B to kind of push through the vine area, but if you just have enough speed and have the angle right, you'll do that and just hit the star. I don't really know how that works, to be honest, but it is a second faster to just like swim straight through the wall.
Once again, walls are suggestions. Except for when the opposite is true and then they're invisible walls.
Yeah, walls are a suggestion and non-walls are a suggestion. You never know what's going on. But speaking of walls being a suggestion, it is time to skip the entirety of the end game. So this is Bowser 2, but it actually has half of the Bowser 3 stage underneath it. This has to do with like the limitations of area sizes in the early days of making Mario 64 fan games. So I was in Bowser 2. This is half of Bowser 3 that I'm in now. And I take a pipe, and now we are in Bowser 3 proper. So no need for Key 2. And now that we're here, please work. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to do more clips. Bowser 3 would be the hardest stage in the game if you had to do it intended. But you can do all of these funky shenanigans and just skip everything. Which, oh god, if you had to do Bowser 3 intended, speedruns would just like not happen of this game. Oh, down I go. I think I had too much speed and I was running up against that slope. That slope is like really steep. What am I doing? Please long jump, Mario. Did not do that to my heart. I actually lost a really good pace run last night to not getting a long jump there. Please stop doing that. That's immensely frustrating. I'm dead. And we got to do the clip again. Wow, I really dropped the spaghetti there. And because we were in Bowser 3, we actually spawn in the third overworld. I died on purpose just to show this off. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, and as you can see, like, we don't have key 2. So it's kind of funny that you can get to overworld 3 that way. But anyway, I mean, this is like by far the hardest part of the run. So a death there is not totally unexpected. Unfortunately, got to do the clip again. But, you know, when you first try it, not a big deal, I guess. Alright. And yeah, like this, once we get through this clip, like this stage really is just like a gauntlet. In particular, like, hopefully I can actually get up this slope. And then we've got like 3 slopes to deal with that are like insanely difficult. Okay, finally got that to work. So yeah, these slopes here are really rough. Collision is really bad. They're even worse than they look. This slope I'm about to jump on, I need to basically land in the middle of it to not die. Like, that was insanely close to dying, because you'll just get clipped out. Okay, at least, okay, now we've got the cannon open, and now we've got a timed box section to get up to the fight. It's not over because we need to fight Bowser. 50 stars is just to kind of get into Bowser 2. And then we clip into Bowser 3, and now we're about to defeat the final boss. I won't get health, screw it. I said before I'm a risk taker, I'll stick to that. Probably would have been wise to get full health, but no one ever accused me of being wise, and we're gonna save the frames. Oh, alright, I'm gonna kind of lock in for throws here. This final fight is really tough, so I'm just gonna really try to nail this strat. Taking some intentional... Oh my god, no, get the grab. If I didn't get that grab, the game would have crashed. Please get into Bowser's hitbox. This is very sketchy. It's too close to the fire. Unfortunate. I got really scared then. If Bowser breathes fire, the game can crash, and that made me panic a lot because then I would have to redo the climb. Let's try and do that again. Yeah, basically, fire is made up of like a lot of objects. And so there's like flamethrowers around the level, and then when Bowser shoots fire, it's just like a lot of objects at the same time. And the Mario 64 engine does not enjoy that. Which is why I really rushed to grab him. I'm gonna have to wait again because I messed up my setup. But yeah, this final fight is very tough, and a big part of the reason why I wanted to have 4 lives. So yeah, good thing I didn't decide to risk it with 0 lives. That's really unfortunate.
Gosh, imagine doing this at the end of like a really good pace.
Yep. Last night, I've been trying to grind for a sub 40-minute PB. And last night I choked 2 sub 40 paces to this. So that was fun. Oh my god, I don't know how I didn't take a burn then. Really, man? Okay, I'll go get full health. I can't believe I took a bonk on the platform with the pipe on it. Where is this coin? Yeah, there's a couple of coins around here to fill up health. Technically I only need 3 health for my strat. But, you know, things can happen, so full health, may as well go for it. Oh, man. Curse you, Shigeru Miyamoto. I don't know why, but, like, purple switches, that, like, angled part around the edges is steep enough to give you a slope jump. That always tilts me so hard. I really don't know why they aren't just, like, slightly less sloped. Okay, well, having a little bit of a meltdown over boxes here, but I have seen people debate whether boxes are harder than the slopes, and like these boxes are just like deceptively annoying. There's a lot of aspects to them that make them rough, even though they look fairly simple. Okay, I'm glad I didn't press Z to let go of the ledge grab immediately. Okay, here we go. Surely we get it this time. So intentional damage and get a glitchy tail grab. And then we need to navigate Bowser into the correct position. Are you kidding me that I didn't get a tail grab then? Okay, surely I have one now. Wow, I cannot believe how that played out. That was insanely unlucky. So, yeah, the hitbox for getting a tail grab, we need another Panon video to explain that. But basically, if you hit like a small hitbox behind Bowser, it stores Mario being in like tail grab state. And then it's like very generous for where you can grab Mario. I actually can't believe that was close enough to get burned. Ah, come on, man. Well, I can't complain too much because this run did go like insanely smoothly up to this point. All the time loss has just been concentrated to this one jump. Alright, third time's the charm, surely. No, no, okay, please don't burn me. Oh, why are you kidding me? I side flipped too far? Oh, dude. If I game over, that is going to be really rough. Oh, man. Okay, okay.
What the heck was that box?
Yeah, it can be. The fight is a little bit rough because like the hitbox of like everything is a little bit like difficult to know. Please don't take a burn. Oh wow. All right. Well, it is the hardest part of the run. Tough to close out. I'm actually like a little unsure whether I want to try for the beginner strat for the fight, but I haven't done it for a while, so I feel like I might be worse at it than the pro strat. But in theory, it would be safer, and I think I will do it actually. I'm going to do beginner strats and just hope that I remember how they work, which I might not. But anyway, we're now going to be relying on RNG. And we've gotten good RNG. Let's go. But yeah, I'm gonna get a tail touch from Bowser here, and then I'm gonna like stand over in that area that I was trying to get to before. That was insanely scary, but thank you for the good RNG. That missed! Oh, dude, what is going on? I guess I'm gonna have to do that last. Oh, wow. Okay, well, the scariest throw last with 0 lives. You'd love to see it. Okay, Bowser, stop jumping now, please. Okay, come on, man. No, stop jumping. I'm losing precious time. Allegedly a 50-50 chance, but we just got it 3 times in a row. Come on, Bowser. Oh, are you kidding? 4 in a row. Wow. All right, final throw. Please hit. That's really annoying. Oh my god, dude. What the hell was that? Okay, I need to get a tail touch again and then head back to that area. Which again, this is why I don't like to do the slow strat, because you're just relying on RNG like a lot. I don't know how either of those stories missed. They must have literally been one frame off. Bowser, please stop jumping, man. The NBA does not want you. Okay, we got a tail touch. Okay, now we play the waiting game. I actually cannot believe how much Bowser is jumping. So you can see why I might want to go for a harder strat that doesn't involve RNG. Okay, man, come on. Please. Oh, boy. Well, nothing like having a really rough fight on 0 lives for the nerves. But boy, am I glad I clutched that out, because if I game over, it was going to be really tough to make estimate.
GG, that was
Yo.
absurd.
Well, when you look up clutch in the dictionary, you'll see a little video of that final throw.
Exactly. Wow, I was on the edge of my seat that entire. Oh my gosh.
I would have liked it to be smoother than that, but hey. I'm just so glad I didn't game over, because that would have been like really tough to make estimate if I game over there. Oh boy. Okay. Well.
That entire run was ridiculously impressive. Wow.
Thank you very much. Yes, 74 Extreme Edition is a game that really like means a lot to me, because when I first started getting into this community, Cartoon Buffoon, Frame Perfection, and Triforce TK were all grinding 157 star, and they were all in contention for world record. And that was my first time seeing Mario 64 Kaizo, and it was just like absolutely insane. Like in this run, I essentially get the 50 easier stars. So just let that sink in for 157 runs. And just to prove how hard this game is, hopefully we have time to let the credits play out, because Mario doesn't even survive the run. Doesn't even survive getting through the credits. Because the way like these little cutscenes work, these are actually in the game engine, and Mario is like standing in the level. So with the custom levels, stuff is like switched around. So yeah, Mario just straight up dies in course 3 in the credits. And it creates a few like interesting little things, because you get booted back out into the overworld. But yeah, I see a lot of GGs in chat. Thank you very much for all the GGs. And thank you to GDQ for putting this on. I really hope to like see more Mario 64 Kaizo stuff. I think like, I really think like a lot more people could get into it if it gets a bit more exposure. Especially with like Super Mario World Kaizo being like pretty big.
Thank you so much for being on. I mean, I was saying it after Andrew's run, but I do think I want to do another Mario 64 episode in the future, you know, in a few months down the line, because I know there's just so much to be had with regard to fan games in this community.
Game over.
Oh yeah. Oh, I game overed from dying in the credits. I forgot that I was on 0 lives.
I hadn't even considered that as a possibility.
Oh, that's a little bit of a shame, because when you get kicked out of a level from the credits, there's no HUD, and you're in like this really weird state where like keys don't work and a few other things. I did kind of want to show that off, but instead, let's see if I remember how the harder stage in the game works. I don't think I do. I don't even remember how to enter it. I think it's this door. Yeah, here we go. Credellosphere, the nightmare begins. And the final fight music for Vanilla, in my mind, is just like forever Credellosphere. I can't think of this music as being anything other than this. Oh, wait, I needed a triple jump there. And I needed to not land on that. Maybe I should show off the second hardest stage in the game, because I actually remember how this works. because I actually have played this recently.
Sounds like it might be helpful in this context.
And they are the same level model, just upside down, which is like a gimmick from Super Mario 74 that was carried on for this. In Super Mario 74, courses 14 and 15 were like the same level geometry, just flipped upside down. Now for this, they are rotated 90 degrees, which obviously, imagine just taking any level and flipping it 90 degrees. It's going to make it pretty rough. People who are scared of pause buffering, avert your eyes now. But I pause buffer because I need a first frame wall kick to make that. Oh, and also, this is like one of the only times in the game that Lakitu Cam is useful. Okay. But yeah, I actually started doing a second playthrough of this, which has been on hiatus for a little bit. Oh my god, that was not meant to be a wall kick ledge grab. But yeah, I actually did get a couple of stars in this stage recently, so it's reasonably fresh in my mind. That is not the way to do that. Okay, well, I can try and show off the slightly faster way to do the intro. I really hope I can at least grab 1 star here. Wait, how does this work? I don't remember how it works. We have to do slow strats. Also, it is slightly faster to just walk off the edge there. Ow. You really want to kill this Lakitu because he will just ruin your day while you're trying to do wall kicks here. It is not a fun time. Oops. Yeah, now Lakitu Cam quote unquote works. It is pretty scuffed. But yeah, I do really like to have Lakitu Cam, particularly for this firstie. Pause buffering doesn't work. Oh yeah, for whatever reason, Stone Temple Tower music is used a lot in Mario 64. Okay, I'll give this one more shot. I'm not super practiced at this level, so kind of doubting whether I can grab a star here. I got pretty far on that first attempt, but it has been... It's probably been a couple of months since I've actually gotten anything in this level. I do want to start doing 125 star runs, so I have been messing a bit with that route, and that would require coming here. Okay, got the firstie. The point of pause buffering is so that if you miss the first frame wall kick, you can get a normal frame wall kick and survive. I can't see anything. Oh my god, that was scary. Lakitu, please. I can't believe I just got ceiling by Lakitu. I can't believe I took full damage and fell off. Okay, if I game over here, we'll just call it quits here.
That was an incredibly rude way to go.
Yeah, that was pretty unlucky. I maybe should have gone out of my way to kill Lakitu, but speedrunner brain, I can't turn it off. I know it's possible to do it faster without killing Lakitu. Yeah, that Lakitu I killed there is basically impossible to avoid. But the second one, as long as you get up to the top faster than I did, you should be okay. Okay, well, that pause buffering saved my life there. And there. So yeah, that's why I pause buffer. It's a pretty important thing in Kaizo at a certain difficulty level. Although, even that might be a slightly controversial statement because some people really don't like the pause buffer. But we won't hash that out. Dude, where's my firstie? Come on. Okay, there we go. But yeah, there are certain types of jumps, particularly when they require very precise / frame perfect inputs. I jumped, but I couldn't see anything. Oh well, perfect way to end the run. So yeah, that's a little bit of a taste of the spheres. They're insanely hard. In particular, the red point stars are just like very long and very difficult. But yeah, well, I guess I proved they're hard because I game overed in them. But yeah, I'm happy to call it there, and thanks for having me, and hopefully there's more Mario 64 fan game shenanigans in the future.
Well, thank you so much for being on. Those of you, if you're running Mario 64 fan games, if you're running fan games for anything else and you would like to be on the show, hit me up. I'm always looking for stuff to have on. Yeah, thank you again. Thanks to Andrew SM64 for both being on. This was a absolutely phenomenal episode. I'm really happy that this was able to happen. Those of you looking for Do All the Things with Mr. Shasta, that'll be on right after this, so don't go anywhere. Real quick, before we take a quick break to get that all set up, Games Done Quick Express is returning to TwitchCon from September 20th through 22nd, and you can use !GDQX in Twitch chat for more info. Check out the schedule. Great thing to look at while you're waiting for Do All the Things to start up. And of course, this has been Parallel Universe, the show about community-created content. Come back. I don't actually remember if we are on. I don't believe we're on next Friday because I believe that is during TwitchCon. So, but you'll see us soon. It's on Fridays. Go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. That's where you can find the schedule, so you can find out for sure when the next Parallel Universe episode will be. With that said, I will see you all then. Thanks so much for tuning in, and stick around for Do All the Things up next.